All right, all set. Hello. Good. So, excuse me while I just adjust the set. So today's class, our theme is work. Somewhere where many of us spend too much time, and where most of us are unhappy, which says an awful lot, doesn't it? So the kind of goal really for me with work is to be as much myself as possible without causing too much drama. And work naturally gives off drama. Like, it's like if work is a fire, the drama is the smoke. Like, I don't think it's possible to put in effort with other people without drama coming up. But I think it's really important for like long-term health for us to be able to sustain an element of integration. So my values, the work I do, who I am, who I can be at work, what I need to hold back versus what I can be open with. And we're all working this line the whole time. We're all kind of doing this dance. So there's a mudra that helps with integration. And this is take the right hand and just put it on top of the left hand, right? And then the thumbs are out. So that mudra, the hand yoga, is designed to help with integration. So let's take that mudra now and we'll just sit cross-legged for a minute. And just, we're going to take a few deep ujjayi breaths as we just settle. And the goal, as we take these deep breaths, constricting the back of the throat, is for us to really just think about integration. What would it mean for me to do work that I loved all the time? So just close the eyes and take a deep breath in and let it go. And a deep breath in and let it go. Keep those ujjayi breaths going. And I'm just going to ask us some questions. So you're breathing deeply and you're integrating with your Matsya mudra as I ask you these questions. What am I best at? What do I enjoy? What can I make money doing? What does the world need? What am I best at? What do I enjoy? What can I make money doing? What does the world need? Good. So we're going to move into our physical practice, and I'll allow those questions to resurface for you throughout the practice. And maybe there'll be some answers and maybe there won't. But that's our goal today, is to integrate who we are with our work so that we can find some peace. So we're going to start with some cat-cows, which are our favorite kind of warm-up. So just forming a tabletop shape on the mat, and then inhaling to lift the face and jaw, and then exhaling to come over into a cat shape. And inhaling up And exhaling over into a cat. Inhaling for cow. Exhaling over into cat. Take a couple of these on your own time. Just make sure that breath is nice and loud. Good. We're going to move straight into our sort of basic sun sail shapes. First of all, we're not going to mess around too much with the cat cows this morning or this afternoon. So you want to just roll over those toes, bring the hips up and back into your first downward dog. The downward dog shape is one that we keep coming back to, and really it's something we can root into. If we get too tired throughout the practice, you can always take a downward dog and just deep breaths here. So just find yourself arriving in that downward facing dog. You might want to pedal the feet out, straightening one leg and then the other, or maybe moving the hips side to side, whatever feels good there, just to kind of arrive in your shape. I like to keep the knees slightly bent because I'm a 40-year-old man, but whatever works for you is good. The belly resting slightly on the thighs for me really helps take the pressure off the lower back, and then I can really drop into the hands and sort of form a nice shape. You might want to take a slightly longer downward dog, whatever works for you. Good. Good. We're going to come forward into plank. Just nice and easy. Take a deep breath there. And then come back into downward dog and then slowly walk the feet forward in between the hands. You can do this really slowly because we haven't spent a lot of time warming up. You just want to feel your every step just sort of walking forward in that journey towards being between the hands, and then you want to hang heavy between the hands. And just hang over so that you're extending the upper back, and find yourself arriving here in that forward fold shape. Really good. Take a deep breath in from the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest, and let it go. And as you do, root down through the heels and rise up through the hands, finding the hands up overhead, and then having the hands meet our heart center in front of the chest. We're going to go through our basic sun sail sequence now, so I'll walk us through it. So inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat, dropping the right knee. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead, and just be in that position. You want to make sure that the right hip is coming forward so it's aligned with the left, and you want to make sure that you're maybe bringing those hips slightly forward and just breathing deep into the shape. Inhale deeply from the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And on the exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the front foot to meet the back. Oops. Try not to slam into the door. It's always good if you do it on the mat instead of around the other way. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to come down. Inhale for a baby cobra. Exhale, back up into downward facing dog. This time, on the inhale, bring the right foot high, step it through between hands. Drop the left knee, the back knee. Make sure that you're feeling nice and square to the front of the room, and open up with the chest first of all as you inhale to bring the hands up overhead. I'm opening that back hip slightly. You might want to come further forward into it, but if you are coming further forward for a deeper stretch, make sure that the chest is still open, and make sure that you can breathe. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. And one more deep breath. As you let that go, frame the front foot, bring the back foot to meet the front top of the mat, and hang heavy in your forward fold. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat, dropping the back knee. Inhale as you open up, arms rising, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And deep breath there. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. As you exhale, bring the front foot to meet the back for a plank pose. Take a deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And as you exhale, come down, knees, chest and chin. Inhaling for baby cobra. Exhaling over into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in downward facing dog. From the low belly, mid belly and the upper chest. This time, inhale to raise the left leg high. Exhale to step the left leg through between the hands, dropping that back knee. Squaring the jaw and squaring the shoulders to the front of the room as you inhale to come up into your low and Shinasana. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. And again, one more deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, let it go. Frame the front foot, bring the back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Hang heavy. Enjoy a bit of a release there. And just feel the warmth coming into the body. Remember that saying about work being, if work is a fire, like it inevitably gives off smoke, like drama. When we work, when we get hot, there's inevitably that kind of warmth that we give off, and that's important in our practice. So inhale to just rise up vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the hands up overhead. Hands to heart center on the exhale. We'll go again for our sun sail. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, dropping the back leg. Inhale for arms rising up overhead. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the front foot to meet the back for a plank pose. And then exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale up for a baby cobra. Exhale over into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, raise the right leg high. Exhale, step the right leg between the hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Hold it there. Deep breath. And exhale, bring the hands to frame the front foot. Bring the front foot to meet the back. Back foot to meet the front. You're hanging in the forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms will rise. Good. Exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the back foot to meet the front, forward fold. And let's step the front foot to the back. Nice. It's always good to keep that order going. Inhale, up for your Anjaneyasana. Take a deep breath. Exhale, frame the front foot and bring the front foot to meet, bring the back to meet the front of the front, and hang over in a forward fold. Yes, I think we're all confident that that definitely was the exact order of the sun sail. So as we inhale, we can rise the arms up overhead. Exhale to heart center. Good. We're going to take one more sun sail, but we're going to add on just a little bit of a low lunge twist. So inhale, arms will rise. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Keep that right knee lifted this time. Yeah. This time, have your right hand down. Just bring the left arm up. So you're twisting. Very good. Make sure your alignment's right. You probably know where you're best aligned, but just feel a long line of energy. You want to feel the chest opening here. So low belly, mid belly, upper chest for the breath. And then on the exhale, gently bring that hand down and step the front foot to meet back for a plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, come over into downward facing dog. This time, on the inhale, bring the right foot high. Exhale, step it through. And we're going to go the other way with the low lunge twist. So keep that back knee lifted and just bring the right hand up this time. Take a deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And let it go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Frame the front foot. Bring the back front to meet the front.
hang heavy, forward fold. And then on the inhale, rise the arms up overhead and hands to heart center. We'll do that again on the other side. So inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back, keeping the lead lifted. Inhale, right arm up overhead. Inhale deeply, feel the twist. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, drop it down. Bring the front foot to meet the back. You can do knees, chest and chin, or if you want to try chaturanga, you can try that. Nice, whichever's good for you. There's no winning for doing a half push up here. Whatever you want to do, as you inhale, come up for a baby cobra, and as you exhale, come over into downward facing dog. Very good. This time, on the inhale, bring the left leg high behind you. Exhale, step it through, keep that back knee lifted, and on the inhale, raise that left arm up overhead, and breathe deeply into it. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, bring the hands down to the front, bring the back foot to meet the front for a forward fold, hang heavy, see if you feel warm enough. That's good. Hopefully we've got a little bit of heat in the body, so you can now come up vertebrae by vertebrae just to the top. So you're standing in a mountain pose at the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart, hands facing forward. I always try and tuck the tailbone here just so I'm kind of feeling sort of solid, and then just open the chest to the front of the room. Inhale really deeply, starting low there, mid belly and the upper chest, and let it go. Really root into the ground here. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Good. This is the place to set our intention. It might want to be something to do with aligning our values with work. It might want to be something to do with something completely different. Might be a personal thing, whatever you want. Just think about something you want to bring to your practice today. Good. We're going to form chair pose now. So I'm bending at the hips and I'm just bringing my hands down to brush the mat. And then as I inhale, I'm bringing them up overhead in the chair pose. So as I look over the knees, I can still see my toes. And my hands are nice. I've tucked the tailbone and I'm just lifting open the chest for a nice deep chair pose. As you exhale, maybe you can come just a little bit deeper into that chair pose. The idea here is to sit with some discomfort, as we might feel in the workplace. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. Let it go, but stay in the posture. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, you can fold forward gently, don't snap down into it, so that you're in a forward fold. Good. Inhale slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, ragdolling up. And then bringing those hands overhead. Exhale, have the hands at heart center. Good. We're going to move into our standing series. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg to the back of the mat, keep the right knee lifted. Turn the right foot down to 45 degrees. And if you can, try to keep the chest open towards the front of the mat. So you're in a kind of runny, lungy sort of position. My back foot is dropped down, the back heel's dropped down. And as I inhale, I'm rising up the arms first to come up into a warrior one position. So we've aligned several times in this posture. We know what we're doing, but let's make sure that back leg's at 45 degrees. The front knee is bent no more than 90 degrees. So that knee line is careful there. We're not going over the line. And I'm really rooting down with that inner thigh. And I'm maybe coming a little lower on the exhale just into the posture. And as I inhale, I'm making sure that my hips are square. Inhale, warrior one. Good. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, warrior two. So left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Heel toeing the left foot over and bringing that right foot square off. I'm going to come square so I can see. Warrior two. So again, with the warrior two, that front leg no more than 90 degrees. And then making sure that I'm not coming too far back or too far forward. the alignment of the left knee, I'm coming with the left knee, I'm trying to come out towards the left pinky toe. So I'm really opening up through the hips, and I'm making sure that I'm aligned, and I'm making sure I'm pushing down through all four corners of the back foot here. Breathing deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, exhale. Come back into a peaceful warrior on the inhale. So if you want, you can bring that right arm behind you, just into the hip crease. You're just trying to really stretch out the left side of the body on the inhale. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And the exhale, with control, drop that left elbow down into that left knee. And you'll notice that when you do that, the chest automatically opens to the side of the room. So as I look down, I'm making sure that my back foot is still, all four corners of the back foot are pressing down. And then as I exhale and inhale, I'm trying to make one long line of energy through the right side of my body here. It's the extended side angle position. So I'm not dumping the weight here, I'm keeping it up, and I'm just really trying to extend the right side of my body. As I look up, I'm just going to look up, opening the chest, and just sort of find a little handshake. Take a deep breath here, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. As you exhale, bring that right hand down so that you're facing the long side of the mat. And you've got your legs in a wide-legged sideways mat fold. Padasarita Padottanasana. As you inhale, flat back, and as you exhale, you can bring the head down. Now, depending on how flexible you are, you may want to block. You might want to bring the crown of the head down to a block. My hands are between my legs here. So I've got my arms bent, and I'm sort of, on the breath, I'm trying to bring my head further between my legs. Do what feels right, and don't overdo it. It's a good motto for work, but it's also a good motto for this phrase. We don't want to hurt ourselves. We do want to get some benefit. So inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Let it go. And on the inhale, come back for a halfway lift. And then bring the hands slowly, walk the hands to the front right foot. And then bring the right foot to meet the left at the back of the mat, so you're in a plank pose. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Chaturanga is where you come down for a little half push-up and then come up into an upward dog. If you want to do that, that's cool. But honestly, no competition. And I always feel really stupid for doing this because I always dump all the weight into my lower back, which is not what we're trying to do. Exhale, come over for a downward facing dog. Good, take a deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Good. Inhale, bring the right foot high. Exhale, step that right foot through between the hands. Bring the left foot down to 45 degrees at the back of the mat. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to come the other way, just so I can see better. So left foot's at 45 degrees at the back of the mat. And as I inhale, I'm coming up for a warrior one. Find that warrior one. Good. Back foot's at 45 degrees. Front foot's at no more than 90. And as you inhale, you're making sure those hips are square and that the chest is slightly opening, just to bring a deep inhale right into the low belly. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Inhale again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. On the exhale, right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. For some reason I managed to get around the wrong way. That's it. Good. Warrior two. Well done. See if you can get that front knee really bent down. So you may need to heel toe a little bit. But the back of the right heel is coming at 90 degrees to the middle of the left foot. And then you want to sort of drop and relax the shoulders. Look over that right middle finger as you take a deep breath. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Let it go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Let it go. On the next inhale, come back for a peaceful warrior. Bring that right hand up overhead. Imagine someone's pulling your chest up to the ceiling with a string and really inhale deeply into that posture. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. On the exhale, with control,
Bring the right hand down to the right knee. Making sure you're still rooting down with all four corners of the back foot. You can then bring that left arm up overhead for an extended side angle. Make sure that the right knee is kind of aiming out to the right pinky. You might want to just bring that left arm up overhead. What you're trying to do here is if you can bring the gaze up without pinching the neck, you're just trying to form a long line of stretchy energy up the left side of the body. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. One more deep inhale. And then on the exhale, with control, bring that left arm down to the midline so that you're in a wide-legged forward fold on the side of the mat. Really good. Inhale for a flat back. So you're bringing that, yeah, that's right, open the chest. And then on the exhale, come over. So that you can really bring the crown of the head through. If you want, you can sort of heel toe the legs to be slightly wider, but be careful here. This is the ego lover's danger pose. So I'm just going to use a block here so that I don't twang myself. And I'm just going to breathe deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Very good. If you can bring the head down to the mat, that's super. If you can't, that's also super. Just breathe deeply and enjoy a moment of reflection. What am I best at? What do I enjoy? What can I make money doing? What does the world need? All wrists to the middle as we inhale and come up for a halfway lift. And then slowly, with control, walk the hands to frame the front foot at the top of the mat. We're going to sort of make sure that our chest is open. And then we're going to slowly, with control, bring the back foot to meet the front at the top of the mat, hand heavy in a forward fold. Really, really deep stretch here in the upper back. Take a moment here. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Let it go. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back up, arms up overhead, hands to heart center. Good. We'll take it on the other side, and we'll go one breath to movement. So, just moving the pace up a little bit more this time. So inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat, keeping that left heel down 45 degrees and the left knee lifted. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, right arm comes down, warrior two. Deep breath, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Inhale, right arm comes up behind you for a peaceful warrior. Exhale, forward into our side angle pose. And just bring that arm up overhead. Deep breath here in, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. On the exhale, forward fold, wide legs. There you go. Inhale for a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward between the legs. Inhale, slowly walk those hands back up to frame the front foot and bring the front to meet the back for a plank pose. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. All the way down. Inhale for a baby cobra or an upward facing dog, whichever you feel like. Exhale over into downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, left leg comes high behind you. Exhale, left leg steps forward. Back leg down at 45 degrees. And really, on the inhale, up into warrior one. Nice. Exhale, down into warrior two. Really making sure you're aligned here. And on the inhale, flipping up into a peaceful warrior. Take a deep breath there, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale, coming down. So you're in the extended side angle on the other side. And inhale up so you can really stretch out there. Good. And on the exhale, down for your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bring the head down. Inhale, walk forward slowly, so you're framing the front foot at the top of the mat. And inhale, bring that back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Hang heavy.
And then on the inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Right, we're at the top of the mat. So I'm going to pretend I'm at the top of the mat. And we're just going to come now into a balancing posture. The posture is crow pose. It's a fun little balance, and it's quite challenging. So it's all about the fun of learning and getting into the posture. So first things first, we're going to bring the feet hips width apart, and my feet are facing out slightly. I'm at the top of the mat. And as I come down, I'm coming down into a yogi squat, first of all. So you may want a block to go under the glutes. You may be comfortable. You don't have to have your heels on the mat, but it's nice to do so. And then I'm bringing the hands to that sort of prayer posture at heart center. And I'm just making sure that the sternum kind of comes up so that my lower back is extended. Take a deep breath here into the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest, and let it go with control. Good. Just find yourself, after the strenuous flow that we've just done, just coming into a bit more stillness and calm here. I often find myself, when the flow has moved quite quickly, kind of wanting more. But consciously tell your body, enough. It's enough of that. Draw a boundary there. Now, the mudra we're going to assume here, I've just brought the hands to, it's like they're sort of tented. So instead of being in a prayer posture, I've just tented the hands and brought them up slightly. This mudra is called Panchamukha mudra. And rather like the mudra we were practicing earlier, it's also about integration. So we're trying to integrate that hard work we've just done with our sense that it was enough, that we've earned our rest, and that it's okay to draw that boundary. Maybe we want to work more, but also it's good for us to stop. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to come into crow pose. Now, for some of us, crow pose will be difficult to achieve. And if that's the case, you can take some cushions and you can just put them in front of you so that you can practice and you have something safe to potentially fall onto so that you don't hurt yourself. Crow pose is fun. It starts by kind of bringing those hips up and having the feet hip widths apart. So I'm bringing the hands down to the mat in front of me, and they're flat. The key thing with crow pose is keep the gaze forward, right? So I'm going to do it sideways so that you can see. But if I keep the gaze forward, my eyes 3 to 6 feet in front of me, then I won't fall over. Yeah, if I fall anywhere, I'm going to fall backwards. But I don't want to drop the head and fall backwards. So I'm bringing the hands in front of me, and I'm keeping the gaze up, and then I'm trying to bring the knees as high into the arms as I can. If we're already in the posture, then very good. I see some of us are, very good, very good. I'm going to try and do it myself, and I don't think I can actually, so let's see. Oh yes, what a good crow posture. Deep breaths, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Very good. Coming back down into Malasana and just enjoying that deep sense of kind of hip opening there. Good. Next thing we're going to do is further open those hips. So come down onto the mat and slowly drop the back so that we're lying on our back on the mat. The feet are on the soles of the feet, and we're going to come into reclined pigeon pose here. If you want to take a more advanced form of pigeon, and that's in your practice, you can do so now. But we're going to do this reclined pigeon pose. So I'm bringing my right sole of my foot up towards the ceiling on the inhale, and on the exhale, I'm crossing it over my left foot. The sole of my right foot is locked up, and I'm just gently pushing that right knee out, but I'm making sure that the sole of the right foot is flexed so that I don't injure the right knee. And then slowly, I'm bringing that left shin up off the mat and clasping behind the left shin, just to bring a stretch into the right hip. If that stretch isn't deep enough and you want to go slightly deeper, you can always grab the front of the left shin and bring that up for you. Just make sure that the right foot is flexed. And this is a reclined pigeon. We're going to stay in this posture for a minute or two. So take some deep breaths, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Keep breathing and reflect. One more deep breath here, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then gently releasing that left leg down. If you're in the more advanced form of pigeon, then you might want to take a downward dog, you might want to take a flow just to release the energy in that right hip. If you're still with me here in the reclined pigeon, then we're going to just sort of shake the hips out a little bit and then bring those soles of the feet back to the ground. And on the inhale, I'm bringing that left foot up just to the sky so that I can cross the left foot over the right thigh, and I'm keeping that left foot flexed again to avoid damaging the left knee. With the left foot flexed, I'm pushing slightly just to give a bit more of a stretch in that left hip, and then I'm going to bring the right thigh up and just clasp behind the thigh. If that stretch isn't deep enough in the left hip, then you can always grab the outside of the right shin and just breathe here. We'll stay in this for about the same time as we were on the other side. So just enjoy a moment of reflection and deep relaxation. What am I good at? What do I enjoy doing? What can I make money doing? And what does the world need? Inhale really deeply this time, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then gently with control on the exhale, just release the soles of both feet down. I'm going to extend both feet out and I'm just going to shake the hips off. That's good. We're now going to come into a back bend, bridge pose. So soles of my feet are on the ground. I'm imagining I have a mango between my thighs. It's a ripe mango. I don't want to squash it. At the same time, I don't want to drop it. That's the exact pressure that we need to create between the knees. And then slowly, with the palms of the hands facing downward, on the inhale, I'm going to bring my hips up so that I'm creating a little bridge here. You might want to walk the shoulders in towards each other and clasp the hands behind the back, underneath. Inhale deeply from the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest, and let it go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. One more deep breath in bridge pose. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then on the exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, just release that down. You might want to hug the knees into the chest here. And just find yourself kind of in a comfortable position I like to rock just gently left and right and back and forth. And then slowly I'm rocking up, actually, along the spine so that I can come up into a seated position. And then I'm rolling over those knees and I'm just coming into a child's pose as a counter to that back bend. So my knees are spread wide, my hips, the feet are touching, toes are touching behind the glutes, and I'm just taking some deep breaths in child's pose. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. And low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Slowly walking the hands back up and then bringing the knees together so that I'm in a hero's pose. Just taking a deep breath here, just to open the chest and elongate the spine. So low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Good. Going to bring the feet out in front of us for our staff pose. So I'm in an L shape. It's quite active. Like I'm really bringing the head, crown of the head up. So there is still some work here. And then as I inhale, I'm bringing the hands up overhead. And on the exhale, I'm tilting forward with the pelvis, just so that I'm slowly bringing the chest down to meet whatever happens here. It's great if you can grab your toes. Some of us can, that's excellent. It's not necessarily superb, like it's good, but what we're really trying to do is keep the back straight. So for me, that's fine. Better to do that and keep the back open, the chest open, and then slowly bringing the head down. That's very, very good. Inhale deeply in our forward fold here. And just feel the release in the lower back as we let it go. Good. Again, take a moment to reflect here. A very good yoga teacher told me that it's very important to allow more silence into my classes, which I thought was a great way of telling me to shut up. Good, slowly inhaling and just coming back up to the staff position, taking it easy. You may want to bring the hands behind you on the mat, and on the inhale, just rise the hips up just for a bit of a counter stretch. And exhale, come back down. That's great. Bringing the sole of the left foot to the mat now, and I'm crossing that left foot over the right, with the right leg straight. Bringing the left hand behind me on the mat and the right arm straight up above me. And then on the exhale, once the spine is long, just twisting to the left. You may want to bring the left elbow over for a deeper stretch. But if you're doing that, make sure the spine is long. Like we don't want to break our back. Not that that's a risk, and of course we've all signed verbally a waiver here saying we're delighted not to sue me, but let's just not hurt ourselves. Thank you. We do matter more than our ability to get into a given yoga posture on a Tuesday. Good. On the inhale, bring that right arm up and just take a counter twist. So bring the right arm over and the left arm around, and just twist around, just for a counter twist. And then slowly back to staff pose. Taking it easy. This time I bring the sole of the right foot to the floor and crossing that sole over the left leg. I bring the right arm down behind me, and on the inhale I'm really stretching high with the back. The spine is a really long line, and then I'm coming over. I may be hugging that left knee, or I may be bringing the left elbow over, but what's most important is that my spine is long here. I'm not crunching it or cracking it. Good. Deep breaths from the low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale. Deep breaths, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Good. And then slowly, we're going to take that counter twist again on the exhale, so bringing that right hand over. And again, just twisting the opposite direction, just to sort of feel good. Bringing our feet back to staff. I'm going to take one more flow here, so I'm actually crossing the legs and coming over into a tabletop. And then I'm going to come up into a downward facing dog. And the goal here of this final flow is just really to kind of sort of whatever the body, just make sure everything's all right. So I'm inhaling, rolling forward into the plank pose. I'm coming down knees, chest and chin, taking it nice and easy. Inhaling up for a baby cobra. And then exhaling over into child's pose. Good. From child's pose, somehow, I'm just gonna do it this way. We're gonna come over onto our backs for Shavasana. It's very complex what I just did, but I'm basically lying on my back now. So, lying on our backs, the feet are about just wider than hip width apart, and the hands are hanging open about 10 inches outside the hips. The back of the head is in contact with the mat, and I've just tucked the chin slightly. I just make sure that the shoulder blades come out nice and wide on the mat. Release any kind of breath that we're doing here, and I'm going to walk us through a 10-minute meditation in Shavasana. So I'll wake us up. It's about a 7-minute meditation. So I'll wake us up in good time for the top of the hour to conclude our practice. So in Shavasana, release any breathing technique that you may be holding on to. Close your eyes. As you're lying in Shavasana, just remember how you felt in crow pose. So when you're balanced on the mat, you're doing demanding work, but you're satisfied with that balance that you've managed to achieve. That's our ideal state all the time. Putting in effort, being rewarded with our own sense of achievement. We didn't need someone to tell us well done. We knew we'd done really well, and we were pleased with ourselves. Didn't get promoted for being in crow, although we did big ourselves up. Breathe deeply and just reflect on that feeling of self-satisfaction. Not smugness,
It's satisfaction with our effort and the feeling that we are doing best we can. Crow pose really works our solar plexus and the core just below the heart, and that's where our willpower is. I want us to picture bright yellow spinning disc right there in our solar plexus. You might want to imagine one of those pinwheels that you get at the beach, that when you blow and into the windmill kind of comes around. It's a bright spinning disc right in our solar plexus. And just focus now on that image. As you breathe normally and as you're supported by the mat. As your attention wanders, just bring your attention back to that image of the spinning yellow disc at your solar plexus. And the attention to your relaxed, natural breathing. As we reflect on that yellow spinning disc, let's reflect on the poetry of Miss Jennifer Lopez, who wrote the immortal lines, "Don't be fooled by these rocks that I've got. I'm still Jenny from the block." I used to have a little, now I have a lot. I'm still Jenny from the block. What am I best at? What do I enjoy? What can I make money doing? What does the world need? Start to deepen the breath and bring your attention back to your body. You might want to wiggle the fingers and the toes as you just start to bring more attention back into your physical presence here on the mat. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Another deep breath in. And on the exhale, just roll to the left or right side on the mat. In a fetal position, so your knees are tucked underneath you and you're supported by the mat underneath. Integrate here. On the next inhale, slowly press on the palm and come up into a closing seat. So your spine is extended in front of you, up above you, your knees are crossed in front of you, and we're in a closing seat. Bring the hands into one of the mudras, whichever one's called. So there's the Panchamukha mudra, like that, or right hand on top of the left with the thumbs out, whichever's calling to you. Focus on integrating your practice. In a moment, we're going to inhale and exhale for the sound of Om. It's quite straightforward. It's about a third O and about 2/3 M. I'm going to bring the hands to heart center. So I'm inhaling deeply for Om. Inhale. Exhale for Om. Om. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Just going to stop recording. Have a great day.